But it was one time, nigga, we didn't even talk about who gonna pay the bill. She just immediately took out her money and I took out my money and we split. I'm like, damn, man, she picked me up. I probably should have went full on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was just I was younger at the time when that happened.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If she instantly was ready to pay like that, man,
that's what I'm saying.
So player right there. That's a keeper.
I should have just cleared the bill.
That's a keeper,
I paid the movie, but I should have. Now that's why I like to self-reflect. Like, why did I do that? Like I said, you have daughters. I think this is where men is fucking up at, and we need to stop this shit. Do you believe in telling cause nothing wrong with a woman having her own and not depending on the man 100%. But what I do think is wrong is telling her you don't need a man, period. Like, I think that's wrong.
You know, we live in a modern age, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live in California too, so we need 2 incomes around this motherfucker, you know what I mean? So for me, my wife work, I work, we split bills, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what
I'm not you know what I'm saying? Can I pay for this stuff on my own? Yeah. Can she? Yeah. But we get the most out of splitting things together.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we have, like I told you, we got 7 cars. You know
that's what I'm saying.
I died yesterday, my life would be a victory. These niggas sound stupid saying they invented me, but arguing with fools, it's a waste of energy.
It's your time, it's his time, it's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Welcome back to the channel, man. I got my boy MJ, appreciate you coming, man.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
All love, man. You know, we already, y'all, if y'all seen my Instagram, y'all know this was already coming. We got it coming, man. You know, a little new setup, trying to elevate every single day. And yeah, we just getting this shit rocking, getting this shit moving, man.
Yeah.
I have to go get a haircut for this. I see you went and got chopped too.
Yeah.
I have to go get a haircut.
Yeah, man. If I'm gonna be on camera, man, I gotta get a haircut, man.
Got to, man. But I ain't gonna lie, the reason why I want to, cause I told you this before, I'm very particular on who I bring on. Not because I think I'm just fucking amazing or whatever. I think I am, but that's not the reason only. It's just I like to bring people who add to it. And not even just views-wise, conversation-wise, mindset-wise. You know what I'm saying? You older than me. You have more experience and knowledge than me. So I'm learning. That's why when we talk at the gym, I always let it talk. I'm learning and shit. And niggas is cool as fuck. So I'm like, bruh. I don't know. When I seen your Instagram, I said, this nigga MJ. I'm like this nigga balling. I'm like, bro, I'm like, whoa. And then I just like started learning and shit. So like, you know how the car thing, I was talking to you about the car thing.
Yeah.
I be telling people all the time, like, bro, the car you drive, it really don't even fucking matter. Like at a certain moment, because it's like, I remember I told you, I'm trying to get this car. You like, hey, just look for, you told me to select type of cars. You said the Lexus, the Honda. You said stay away from the American cars and shit like that.
When you're young.
Yeah, when you're
young and you're trying to come up, basically. Shit, I'm 40 years old, man. Shit, I just look young.
Yeah.
But, you know, I tell young people all the time because young folks always want to stunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the problem is, you know, that's how you go broke.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You go broke like that, and you need something reliable. You know what I'm saying? Toyota, Lexus, Honda, Japanese cars in general, they tend to be low maintenance and easy to basically maintain. You know what I'm saying? They pretty good on gas, and you know, they gonna get you from point A to point B.
Exactly.
Now, when you want to start getting, you know, a little bit nicer car and stuff like that, that's when you start making a little bit more money. Where you can maintain that though. You know what I'm saying? That's where people mess up. They buy these little Hellcats when they're young and these expensive whips, and then you don't see them with it in like 3 to 4 to 5 months or even shorter time than that. You know what I mean? Because they just want to ball and look like they balling. Most people that got a couple dollars, man, they if they own them type of cars, you know what I'm saying? Like most, not everybody, but most people, that's a weekend car, bro. Like when you get fresh, you get haircut, you got the money for that, and you drive that on a weekend.
It ain't your everyday shit.
It's not an everyday car, you know what I'm saying? Like look at celebrities too, man. Like even people at the higher end, that got real money. You know what I'm saying? They not driving Ferraris every day as they
main
car, you know what I'm saying? Like as their daily. They might have a nice car as a daily, but it's not a Ferrari or a Lambo or old school like that. Like most people not doing that. Like so
that should be for the videos. They buy it for the videos.
And a lot of the times, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the times, like them people, they don't even own the car. They might lease it though. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by leasing it is where you basically pay on the car a certain time. For example, you might sign the lease for like 2 to 3 years, right?
Yep.
You paying on it, and then you got to keep it at a certain mileage, and then you turn the car in, and then you can either renew the lease on it, or you can just get the newer year. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really do no modifications to the car though, like when you own the car. Right. You know what I'm saying? You might can, put the wheels on it or whatever, but you can't paint it. You can't. You can't do really nothing to the car. It's not yours. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the good thing about leasing the car, if you're not into stuff like that too, or like you want to customize it like that, then when you lease a car, it comes with a lot more warranty things. Like if something break down or something major on it, you just take it to the dealership, they'll fix it, you know what I mean? And then when it's time to turn it in because you kept it under a certain mileage and stuff, all they gonna do is sell the car as a used car, you know what I mean? And then if you want to go get that newer joint, the 2024 or 2025 that come out, you just turn that in and then sign a new lease. That just sound like a whole lot like a process for real, bro. Well, like I said, that's for more people that like got a couple dollars though. Like you know what I'm saying, that can afford that high lease. Right. Like a lot of people can't afford that type of lease, and that's why I said when you start trying to get a car and you young, get you a car that you can afford that can get you from point A to point B. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm not gonna pull up. Imagine I'm pulling up to my parents' driveway, 2024 car. Yeah, and a lot of people do it. That's the thing, and that's where priorities come in. That's my point. Like, I'd rather, because it's like you driving around a mid 2000s car, so 2010 and lower, year wise, and you pulling into your own big crib or your own nice condo, your own spot, your own place where you lay your head at. That's like, why is bro doing that and he got his own spot, or she got her own spot and she doing that? I don't even got my own spot and I'm pulling in with the newer, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just be weird. That's what you said, priorities. I be trying to tell people that, priorities, man. Like I said, young people, and not all young people, you know, even older folks though, they do it. You know, they go out and they want the look though. You know what I'm saying? And me, like, I got 7 cars. Guess what my favorite car is? The 2000. The 2000 Lexus, man, and it's my favorite car. It's my most important car. If that car break down, I'm gonna fix that before anything. I got 2 old schools that's worth 100K plus. You feel me? I got a SU 2019 QX80 Infinity. Right. We got a 2016 Kia Optima lifted truck. A CLS 63. Like, I done had all these type of cars, man, and like I said, my favorite car is that 2000 Lexus. It's 2024. The 2000 Lexus is my favorite car because it's low on maintenance. It's good on gas. I can find parts if something break down, which nothing really major has broke down on the car. All I had to do was really major on it is probably change the radiator. You know what I mean? And I bought the car for $2,700. Exactly. And my daughter is 19, about to be 20, and she want the car, and I'm like, man, I'll buy a whole nother car. Like, man, that's how much I rock with this one. Man, yeah. You know, and when I pull up to the gym, you see me in that car. You feel me? Out of all the cars I have, and like, I don't like dress every day. I don't drive these cars every day. Like, I don't. When I might pull it out if we dress up nice, go somewhere nice. Right. But like I said, I don't really care about appearance like that until I feel like getting dressed and going somewhere nice though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go to a nice restaurant, we might take the nicer car or whatever if we gonna valet it or something. Or if I'm going to a car show or something, and I might drive an old school or want to hit a corner feeling kind of good. You know what I mean? It's, we all have our own type of vices. So for example, like I told you, I'm about to get on camera, right? I'm like, let me go get a haircut. I'm not gonna jump on camera looking any other way. You're not gonna see me at the gym dressed fresh, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna come to the gym in gym apparel. I'm working out, so I'm in gym apparel. You feel me? Like, if I go to my job, I'm in job apparel. You know what I'm saying? Apparel, yeah. And for me, I'm the boss at my job. So for me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I could kind of dress any old way, but I'm still appropriate because I deal with social workers and families and stuff like that. So it's still appropriate. You know what I mean? So for every occasion, there got to be something. But being a young person, I just tell young people now, man, get something that you can afford until you can build up, man.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
That's
bro.
the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying?
Get something you can afford, that, bro. Cause like I was telling this girl she don't work with me no more, but she 19. She wanted an Infinity hella bad. And I'm like, why you want an Infinity? You know what I'm saying? She said, oh, she gave me some weird ass reason. I'm like, okay, but how much do you have to pay for it? Shit, I can't get it right now. I'm all like, well, why don't we try to get some we could go buy right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, just stack up type shit. And she like, well, I just want the Infinity. I'm all like, bruh, you gon', hey.
This is what I say too for young people. Well, what a lot of young folks don't understand when it comes to cars and trying to get a nice car being young.
Right.
You're a new driver to the insurance companies. So being a young, new driver and something new, insurance gonna be off the rip something crazy. $500 plus for one car.
Exactly.
You know what I pay for insurance for 7 cars?
How much?
$450.
$450
for 7 cars though. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been driving a long time. Like I told you, I'm 40 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? My driving record good. And that's just years of driving experience.
Years of driving.
When you're a new driver, like I said, 18, 19, they like, oh, you a teenager and you want a sports car? You looking at anywhere between $400, $500, $600.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you got to have full coverage insurance on the car too. You know what I mean? So you got to understand, like a lot of people don't factor these things in. You paying $400, $500, $600 on insurance, and then if you get a new car, most of the time, most of the time, you're making a car note on that. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I'm not a fan of the car note shit.
Car note.
If I don't have to do it, I ain't
looking
trying
at
to do
most
it.
people get a car note. The car note gonna be $500 plus.
Exactly.
So just that alone, you're spending a band of money on a car that you may or may not want in the next 2 to 3 to 4 years, right?
Exactly.
And then, you know, like I said, the car break down, you still gotta make that note. And you gotta fix the car. You know what I'm saying?
Maintenance
so
on the car.
Everything factors itself in. Now you paying on this car. Now you like, damn, bro, I don't feel like paying on this car. Then this is where people mess their credit up because they not making that note no more. Exactly. They don't care about the car. They let it go. They let it get repoed. That go on your car. That go on your credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of young folks don't think about credit being young. You know what I'm saying? You like, shit, man, I just want what I want right now. You know what I'm saying? But credit is huge.
Credit is big.
It gets you a home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
E40 said it a long time ago. He said, man, you don't buy a $100,000 car before you buy a house. You feel me? Like, that's a fact because a house will buy you the nice car. It'll buy the jewelry.
A house adds gains value.
It gains value. It earns equity.
Exactly.
It gives you a place to lay your head. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of shit.
You can't have a nice car and then just having it outside. You know what I mean?
Don't make sense.
I want my joint inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have old schools and just living on parked outside. Like that's not gonna work for me. I wouldn't. There's no way I'm gonna own an old school and have it parked outside. That's just me.
Exactly.
Now some people don't mind that. They like shit, man. Like. You know, I'm gonna do, like I said, there's priorities different. So somebody might grab a nice car and then don't mind leaving it outside or having a car cover over it. Me, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
I'm trying to get my shit inside. I'm still parking outside. I'm trying to get my shit inside.
But like I said, man, that's just, like I said, my grandma told me this a long time ago, right? She say, you ain't grown till you on your own. You feel me?
Right.
And that stuck with me though, for sure, because when you living with your parents and stuff, and you know, like I said, I don't knock people that do it, because if you can, you should. You know what I mean? Until you're ready to get out there and really fly. You know what I'm saying? Like I have 3 girls. Right. One of them is grown, but not grown. You know what I mean? She's technically grown.
Borderline.
You know what I mean?
Like crossroads.
19, but
you still
asking for stuff here. You know what I mean? You still here in the nest. You feel me? So therefore, you're not really grown. Yeah. So when you get out there and really start paying real bills and real mortgages, you know what I mean? Not the little gimmies, you feel me? I'm talking about real mortgages, real PG&E bills, real food bills, real bills, you know what I'm saying? You will see like, shit, man, this shit ain't no game, you know what I'm saying? Especially living in California, man, like California is different, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of partners from around the way, and they think because you live in California, you really balling. Because you could ball somewhere else really though, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't make what you make out here, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Somewhere else.
So it's also that also ties into a factor. And it's crazy. Oh, you mentioned your daughters, because that's something else I wanted to also talk to you about. You have daughters.
Yeah, I got daughters.
So how important is it? Because I know you're not sleeping under a rock. Because you see all the daughters being raised to act like men and men acting like women or whatever the case may be. How is like, do you prioritize making sure your daughters are grown, are going to be grown up to be women, like to act like women?
Hell yeah. I mean, well, the thing is, you gotta lead by example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, my wife could testify for it. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, 2-parent households don't work out. That's okay too.
That's true.
But you have to be able to co-parent, for one. Number two, like, you're gonna have arguments, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta know how to
argue.
filter those arguments and know how to, you know, when to stop or you know, just leave, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take a breather. Like,
Right.
one, I ain't never put my hands on my wife. We've
Right.
been together for 10 years, you feel me?
Right.
Now, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, and I was in other relationships and dealing with females, now, I ain't gonna say I was perfect, you feel me? I was doing shit I ain't had no business doing. I wasn't raised in a 2-parent household though, feel me? But as I got older, I got wiser, staying in a steady relationship, being committed, and then also seeing that I have daughters.
Right.
So when you have daughters, and then working in the field that I work in, basically that taught me basically how to treat other people's daughters though. You feel me?
Right.
So I wouldn't
agree.
want nobody putting their hands on my daughter and it's somebody else's daughter though. You feel me? But like I said, being young, I don't know none of that. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised with love in 2-parent household or a father or yet alone a mother. Like, I was raised through family members with different family members, just house hopping kind of, you feel me? So you know what I mean? So now that I have built my own family, you know what I'm saying, this is what I don't want. I never drank, I never smoked, you know what I mean? I'm leading by example. Like, I'm not putting no hands on none of on my wife. You know what I mean? So my kids see that, so they know that's not
okay. That's not the norm. Yeah.
That's not the norm. That's not okay. You know what I mean? Like, no, we not going for that. You know what I mean? And they got a daddy here. You feel me? So, you know, you got to be loved by your dad first before you can be loved by any man. So once you see that love from your dad, you know, like, this is what real love is. This is my first love from a man. You know what I mean? So I instill that from them. I could FaceTime my daughter right now and she'll tell you, like, yeah, my dad is A1, 19, 20 years old. FaceTime her right now. She'll tell you, like, she's gonna send me a long text like, Dad, I appreciate how you basically, you know, like, this is a safe house. You know what I mean? Like, I could come here and I'm comfortable. Like, I'm not feeling like, you know, like, damn, it's loud over there, or I'm about to witness them arguing and fighting. And
bruh, that'd be the thing, bruh. Cause like me personally, I'm like a person who, I don't want to be a person who argues in front of my kids. Like, granted, we ain't perfect. Sometimes sometimes some things is gonna happen. But I want to make sure if we do argue, like you said, it's kind of filtered. It's the right shit. It's not, now I'm calling her, oh, you bitch, you this, that, and the third, or she's saying something crazy to me. It's nothing of that nature. It's more so you can tell it's just a disagreement. And then, you know, I want to have that, all right, we'll come back to this later. Kids is here. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, well, that's where you gotta find that type of woman too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
some might want to keep on going.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like, you kind of see what type of person they is in the beginning, though, and then, you know what I mean. Not always.
Not always.
You know what I mean? But you could kind of see that though. Like I said, when I was single and being young, you know, I was just filtering through different women and stuff like that, and I knew kind of what I wanted. You know what I mean? I never see myself married though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never said I was gonna get married. Like, I was a product of my environment. You feel me? So when I start hanging around people that was married, I start to look like, damn, this ain't so bad. It's cool,
bro.
And healthy marriages. You feel me? Positive people.
Yes.
Then that's what made me kind of like lean that way. You feel me? And so, for example, you know for a fact, you play with me hooping at the gym and see how I handle certain situations when people get mad, or even myself on certain things. Have you ever seen me argue at the gym with people?
Nope.
You ever see me want to fight?
Nope.
Like, even when other people about to fight, what do? Mediate. I try to be like, remember, even with you and Jay.
I was about to say, you just did that with me. The other 2 days ago, just did that with me.
Dead ass. And even with him, with JY and another person before, I was a mediator. Like, look, bro, like, you feel me? Like, even with a couple other people that, you know what I mean, that we know that was about to, you feel me? And I was the dude that was like, bruh, like, what are y'all doing? You feel me? Like, Niggas got too much to lose to be scuffling at this age. You feel me? Trying to fight and do too much. You feel me? It's better ways to handle situations. Or it don't make you less of a man to walk away from a situation. It don't make you a punk or a sucker or you know what I mean. Sometimes you afraid of what you might do for leaving. You feel me? And so somebody might think you a punk because you walked away from the situation, or you a sucker, or you marked him out. Like, all right,
that's us though. That's like, cause I felt like that before. Like, just thinking like, damn, bro, I should have. Like, you been at work sometimes. And you just find yourself being the bigger person too many damn times. You like, bro, why did I just let old girl say that weird shit to me? Why I just let old boy say that weird shit to me?
The thing is, that person, they gonna meet their match, bro. It's kind of like, I always tell people like this, man. Players live longer than gangsters. You feel me? And it's a fact though, bro. Because when you think you're a gangster and you hard, bro, you gotta prove that everywhere. You know what I mean? You gotta prove that every time, bro. Because
every single time.
There's always somebody out there that's bigger, badder, stronger. Ain't even somebody that ain't even on that hype though. They might be scared because you on that hype, and then they knock your ass down nowadays. You feel me? Just because they scared. You know what I mean? So just being a player about situations, bro. You know what I mean? There was a situation that happened before, and that I seen, and I gave the game to the young buck, and he's ready to pop something. Feel me? On everything. You ready? Feel me? And I'm like, bro, come here, bro. Let me holler at you. You feel me? And because he knowing who I am and how I've dealt with certain situations before, I was able to reach out to him. And then for him to even come holler at me, that meant a lot to me. Because he could have kept going. You feel me? And who knows where he would have ended up. You know what I mean? Because of temporary emotion could have been basically a situation where he would have been dead or in jail for life now. You feel me?
I think that's the biggest thing. A man especially, women too, but a man especially, is to not let temporary emotion determine like what you do that can be long term. I think being able to control your emotions as a man is so important in your relationship and just what you do in your everyday life. Because everybody let their emotions get the best of them sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
you just gotta be able to control that.
And what I do, like I say, like, you gotta have like a safe place. You know what I mean? For example, like for me, my safe places is like going to the gym, blowing on steam, feel me, or working on my cars, or hit a corner on one of my old schools, or go in my garage, or listen to some slaps, or
something.
You know what I mean? Something. You gotta have something to where it'll clear your mind and bring you back down to reality. Sometimes just being quiet, man, and just running situations through your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Thinking,
like,
just
man,
taking some time to think of some shit.
If I would have did this, then it would have resulted to this. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I learned that over time, man, because I used to be a hothead, man. Like, I used to be on a hype. Like, people don't see that side of me now because of you know what I mean? Like, I definitely
didn't see it. Like, something, I'm gonna keep it 100% honest. Something told me you used to be in some lane, but you kept proving it wrong. So I'm like, like, I knew, but I didn't at the same time. Like, and then when you say you was 40, I said, okay, that makes sense now, because he probably learned. Now, if he would have said he my age, I thought you were. When I first seen you.
A lot of people do.
I thought you were around my... then when I seen your face tattoos, I said, ain't no nigga my age with face tattoos. Not that I seen.
Right.
You feel me? But I still couldn't confirm. I was just finna, hey, bro, how old is you?
I got this 20 years ago. You know what I mean? When I was 20. You know what I mean? I'm from Richmond. So, you know, like I said, you know, I done seen a lot, done a lot. You know what I mean? People that been in real situations and was doing shit, man, they not trying to prove nothing, bro. Like, they want to live, and especially when you got shit to live for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
family, all that.
Man, you ain't shit to prove after you done made it out of certain situations, and you know what I mean? The only thing you got to prove is to your family that you could be a better man. You feel me? And provide and protect. And that's the hype that I'm on, man. I'm out here just trying to provide, protect, and be humble about situations. And, you know, like I said, I've been that dude out there, you know, wilding and doing shit and want to floss and, you know what I mean? That don't really get you nothing out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to, you know, to want to dress nice and have nice things. Sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, like, oh, nah, like, you can't have nice shit or you can't do this, because everybody got a vice. Some people vices to spend their money on traveling. Some people vices to spend their money on going out to clubs and drinking.
It's just what they like to do.
What you into.
And I'm learning that that's actually okay, because I used to be like, bro, why am I spending? okay, it was a time where I did want certain clothing, like even clothing that I actually like.
Yeah.
But then I'm all like, why, like, do I need this shit? Then I realized, bro, my mood was different when I, you know, when people hooping and they pay attention to how they, like, what their attire and shit, like their on the court drip or whatever. I learned that just makes them feel good. It's just who they are. It's their personality.
That's your personality.
So I learned, like, okay, it is okay to do that. It is okay.
I mean,
you know
Deion said it before. You know what I mean? Deion Sanders said, man, if you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You feel me? And that's a fact, man. Like, you know what I mean? It boosts your confidence on certain things, man. When you get a haircut, you know what I'm saying? You looking crazy all week. You get that fresh cut and you look in the mirror.
That's what you
like
do. That's why you like to get a haircut maybe every 2.5, 3 weeks or whatever the case.
Yeah, and me personally, when I was a young buck, like I said, I used to not miss a week, bro. I'm going once a week at least, sometimes twice a week. Just when I was a young buck, like probably like 20 in my 20s.
Oh yeah, that's me. Well, not a week, but at least 3 weeks. Because I remember it was a time where I wasn't. When I hit, I say when I hit 18 and I'm able to get my own money to get haircuts, yeah, that's when it started. Like, okay, I'm getting it pretty often now.
Yeah, see, we like me, like hygiene is a must for me. Cause you know what I mean. I ain't playing no game, man. Like, you gotta smell good. You can't just look good. You gotta smell good. You gotta look good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dress good. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, I work with younger people too. You know what I mean? So I work with probation youth from 15 to like 19. Right. So I'm always in the loop of what's hot and what's not too. You feel me? So when people be looking like, damn, bro, like, how you dress like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I still get the game, you know what I mean, from younger folks, you know. So like some stuff I ain't gonna agree with, you know what I mean, like the extra tight pants or the like some of the purses that
I ain't with the man purse shit. Yeah, we ain't
wearing no man purse. You know what I mean? A nigga might wear a what you call those fanny packs, but over my chest.
Over the we gotta leave some shit to the women. And that leads to the next thing I was gonna ask you. Because, like I said, you have daughters. So, are you... Because I think this is where men is fucking up at. And we need to stop this shit. Do you believe in telling because nothing wrong with a woman having her own and not depending on the man 100%. I don't think there's something wrong with that. But what I do think is wrong is telling her you don't need a man. Period. Like, I think that's wrong.
Well, you know, we live in a different time, man. So, you know, well, to me, like, my daughter should never need a man. They should want a man, but also you do need a man for certain things, though. For example, in my household, right? My household, I don't expect my wife to cut the grass and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a manly duty.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Throwing out the trash is a manly duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, fixing things around the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a manly... I don't expect my wife to go do womanly duties. Now, if you want to do that, like, for example, there are women that work on cars. But a majority of people that work on cars are men. Majority.
And if her car break down or need an oil change, she gonna want to look to her man. Can you do blase, which is fine. Just vice versa. If it's, well, I think there's a lot of things you probably take care of on your own, to be honest. But there are going to be certain little small things like, hey, can you know what I'm saying?
Well, for example, like I said, like, I'm not an old school cat where I expect meals to be cooked for me when I get home. I'm not that dude. Like, you know, we live in a modern age, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live in California too, so we need two incomes around this motherfucker, you know what I mean? So for me, my wife work, I work. We split bills, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? Can I pay for this stuff on my own? Yeah. Can she? Yeah. But we get the most out of splitting things together.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we have, like I told you, we got 7 cars. You know
that's what I'm saying. That exactly, because when I think what they say, because I'm personally not going to, even my son, same thing with him. But their idea of telling your daughter she don't need a man, the problem is, it changes how she acts with that man or acts with men, period.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. Like, what that don't need a man thing is that's what's kind of like always gonna find women strong, like single. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's fucking you up.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is that you're gonna put out this aura about you to where it's like anytime a man make a mistake or whatever, it's like get out or get
my point exactly. Or you letting your income determine, because you know how some men be like, oh, I make this amount of money so I could blase. Now you're acting like that. You're letting your income determine how you act.
I would never deal with a female like that.
Exactly.
Me personally,
me neither.
I don't want no woman that's gonna say, well, you need to make this to be with me or whatever.
Your money, it's like your money made you. That's not like you're supposed to make the money.
I done made a lot of money over my lifetime. You feel me? But like I said, making a lot of money and stuff like that, money only take you so far, man. Like when you
could cover a lot of shit up if you make. I'm learning that you can be nigga the work. You can fool so many people if you got money.
Oh, for sure.
It's crazy.
But the thing is, like, you know what I mean? It's just material shit, though. Yeah. When you leave, remember I told you this, leaving the gym, though. Like when you leave the earth, right?
Right.
Nobody talks about how much money you had and all of this shit. Yeah. That's what you had. That's past tense. You're not here no more, right? You can't take that material shit with you. You can't take your Lambo, your jewelry and all of that with you. That's you're down here. You feel me? Like, right. So the thing is,
oh, this shit, dog. Other thing, cause I think so. Like I said, men acting like women, women acting like men. There's no excuse if you acting like a woman, right? There's no excuse for that.
Hell nah.
It can't be because you think a woman gonna go for, cause I was raised around women? You think she gonna feel bad for you cause you was raised around women? That's why you act like a woman? Same thing for you. If you raised around men that telling you don't need a man for this, that, and the third, or you letting your money determine how you act, is he supposed to accept that excuse?
Well, I mean, weak men.
Weak men are supposed to accept that excuse.
I mean, it depends. Like, for example, when you got your own, right? Like, there's some stuff you just not gonna go for. But then if you one of them men that depend on a woman,
then you gonna go for it.
You gonna accept whatever she putting out because you under her roof, she paying for everything. You feel me? Like, you were driving her car, like, you know what I mean? So therefore, you just gonna just put up with whatever that come out their mouth because you ain't really got nothing.
You ain't got nothing. She the person.
She can't. But when you got your own, you feel me? You can't be talked to any old way. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And plus, all of this go back to, you know, the looking good, feeling good, all of that. Because your attraction to a woman or a man first is physically, right? Mm-hmm. Like, when you see something you like, that you interested in physically, you are attracted. You don't know what.
Yeah, you don't know them.
You don't know them.
You just know what she or he look like.
Facts. You don't know what they got. You don't know what come out. You know what type of attitude they got. You don't know nothing about them. You just know physically, like, damn. You feel me?
They look good.
Once you start to meet them or whatever,
get to know them,
then you know, like, if they, you know, there's something to pursue.
My point. Exactly.
Nowadays, you know what I mean? Like, I've been in a relationship with my wife for 10 years. Like I said, I wouldn't even know where to start or what to say to a female now because of the way the social media and the game has changed.
The game is different.
And me, back in the day anyway, I never really even said too much to a woman because to me, I feel like what I'm going to say to you that you ain't already heard. If you interested in me, you going to give me a sign.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like, y'all could have came harder than that. Nigga, what do you mean come harder than that? Bro, if I learned to ask, are you single? That get it through air. Like, it don't matter what you say. If she look at you, if she like what she see, or vice versa.
Like I said, me, if I was to start over right now, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't have no.
You don't even know how to go.
I don't know.
You don't know how to go about, like, even the first date shit. I remember, bro, they'll be like, it's like, you know, the whole Cheesecake Factory bullshit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They'll say like, I'm like, bro, when you meet so many dudes. I was just talking to I ain't gonna say his name on here, but I was just talking to somebody at the gym and he was telling me he wished on the first date he would have asked these certain questions because now he in hot water right now. He said he wished he would have asked these genuine questions, whatever. And I was all like, that's what we got to go back to. Because if I say, let's go for a drive, if I say, let's go get coffee, or if I say, let's do this, if it's not something that's expensive or it's not this, it's not that, it's quote unquote not a good first date. If a girl really fuck with you or vice versa, it don't matter what y'all do. It's about the two of y'all and the quality of fun y'all have.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you a jewel. And I used to do this as a young buck back in the day because once again, I had my own spot, bro. I had my own car. Like, I could testify for this. I was living by myself in a condo for a good minute, maybe like 8 to 9 years to the neck though.
To the neck.
So, and I had my own spot, bro, like paying my own bills. Like, I didn't need no help. You know what I'm saying? So, you come to my crib, bro. Like, when you come to my house, you see this me. I'm not staying with nobody. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not lying and saying my mama stay with me or, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, niggas will say anything to make it sound better.
Shit, bro. Like, I'm not saying you come in here and this, you know what I'm saying? So when women used to come to my house, they'll see, like, this really this nigga house. Like, it's like a bachelor pad in here, though.
Yeah.
Got a little fake decorations in here, but it ain't Martha Stewart in here. You know what I mean? So when you come to my house, you see that it's my joint. So my test to females, I used to test females, literally. And what I would say is, on the phone, we'll be talking, and I'll be like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Dead ass. I'll be like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
If they skip past that fact of not saying something like, oh, what you want to eat? Or, I can stop by the store to make something for you if you're coming over here. I'm down there gonna end the conversation, bruh. Because it's like, you ain't even acknowledging the fact that I'm saying I'm hungry. And all you gotta do is be like, bruh, what you want to eat? How you know I ain't gonna pay you back when you get here? Just, you feel me? In my mind frame, you not even answering I'm telling you I'm hungry. So for you to just keep going over the facts, saying, or you even just saying, let's go get something to eat. Feel me? Like
that, and that don't mean, and that
bro,
don't
that
mean,
was my test.
Yeah,
that was just my test, bro. So that tell me right there, like, if you skip past the fact you don't even care about, you know, what I got going on, something that chimmy. You could just say, bro, I can go by McDonald's and grab you something for $5, bro. Like, just to, you know what I mean? If you don't acknowledge that, bro, I ain't acknowledging you. You feel me? Like, I'm moving, I'm keeping it lit because I got my own.
She ain't even had to say, like, she could have been like, you ain't ate today?
Feel me?
And that could have been like,
cause that's letting me know you care. Like, damn, you ain't ate. Let me.
And vice versa. That's what I'm gonna do if I'm on the phone. If vice versa, if she say that, and I'm really feeling you. Oh, you at 8? Okay, what you want? Whatever. What you want?
Especially if I'm coming to see you though. Like if you like, oh, I'm coming over there. You feel me? Because I got my own spot. So 9 times out of 10, you come to me. Like, you feel me? So if you come to my crib, bro, you couldn't stop off at the store to say I could make something or get you something. Who to say I wasn't gonna give your money back? Like, that ain't nothing like to give you your money back. I'm just testing you though.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of tests going around though, bro.
But I was doing that because I want to make sure that, you know, that's the time they was really on though. You feel me? It wasn't, and they never knew it was a test though. A lot of them passed. A lot didn't though. You feel me?
Some of them, it's like when you go on a date, and I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I remember, I ain't gonna say I regret it, but it was one time, nigga, we didn't even talk about who gonna pay the bill. She just immediately took out her money, and I took out my money, and we split. I'm like, damn, man, she picked me up. I probably should have went full on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was just I was younger at the time when that happened.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If she instantly was ready to pay like that, man,
that's what I'm saying.
That's so player right there. That's a keeper.
I should have just cleared the bill.
That's a keeper,
I paid the movie, but I should have. Now that's why I like to self-reflect. Like, why did I do that?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, to me, like, I'm like I said, I'm old school, man. Like, I came from a different era, so. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't come from an era where you just open the door for the chick or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come.
They
from
don't like that anyway, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I know people that really do that, and I ain't saying, you know, I ain't knocking them or saying that's weird or
that girl,
like that.
Man, they don't like that shit anyway.
But I might do that in my old school because I want you slamming my dough. You feel me? So I might open it for you. You might think it's a gesture of
niggas just ain't trying to fuck up the shit.
I want you to slam my dough. So here you go.
We naturally, like, you don't even realize that you do it sometimes. Yeah. You slam that bitch.
Right.
Like, hold on, I got it. Hold on.
I got you. No, man, but you know, like I say, man, like I come from a different era, so I done seen all eras. I done seen 10, 20 to 30 years of different eras of you know, people dating and seeing how the culture is changing with dating and females and males and you know, like I say, man, it's like if she would have whipped out, you know, ready to pay like that, man, like I would have been like, hold on, man, like I got it, it's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that tell me right there, right in your mind frame, you ain't just expecting me to pay that.
I learned from that. Old girl picked me up. I learned from that. Like, damn,
she can't grab you.
And I even told her, like, later down the line, like I appreciate, like, I hit her up, and I appreciate everything you did for me.
Yeah.
Like, I never was a type, like, I've never taken advantage of someone offering to buy me things or who had a car at the time and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? She'll offer to buy me certain things. I was like, nah, it's good. It just wasn't in me to do that. But I made sure to thank her, like, when I got my car, not the car I got now, but the one before that, I was able to go.
But see, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, that's what's wrong with this generation too, though. Like, a lot of females be expecting a lot from people, and you ain't got a lot though.
Yeah.
Like, how you ain't got a lot, but you expecting a lot from somebody though. Like, you feel me? You can't say you want a man making this, but you ain't making that though. Like, you feel me? Like, what you talking about? You want all of this and want all of that, but you going Forever 21 or ordering shit off Shine. You know what I mean? And then you want a nigga dressed in Gucci pulling up in the AMG and all of this other shit. Like, hold on, you know what I mean? Like, this shit not making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's different nowadays.
Generation
you know what I'm
is crazy this day.
And what it is though, like I say, social media kind of messed that up though, because
not even just the women, the men too.
Yeah, but social media messed it up for everybody though. Because everybody looking on it and feel like that they could do better.
And they thinking that they got so many options. Because I'm learning, because you know how people say it's 1 billion people in the world.
Yeah,
you're right.
3 point something billion.
You're right. Is that 3 billion like that person though?
Right.
You may never, because I used to think, nah, it's a lot of people that actually might fuck around and get lucky and run into somebody who was kind of like you. Then I thought, nah, they won't. They may or they may not. It's a chance.
Like I say, you're a product of your environment, man. So like whatever you
hang
surround
around,
yourself and hang around, I mean, you're gonna eventually down there transform into that. So like it's the old saying, man. You hang around, you know, nine broke niggas, you're gonna be the 10th broke nigga. You feel me? Or you hang around 10 rich niggas, you'll be the 11th rich nigga. You know what I mean? It's down there a fact though, man. Like you hang around. I just told you, I never seen myself married. Why? Because I was a product of my environment. I'm hanging around niggas that ain't married. One, I'm hanging around niggas that's backdoing shit and talking to, you know, like didn't mind fucking on other niggas' girls and doing this and shit. I was even one of the niggas that got
I was one of them.
You feel me? That wild, you know what I'm saying? Like
I was one of them.
You
Shit.
feel me? I ain't going front. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the niggas that, you know what I mean, got they broad hit. You know what I mean? Backdoored and shit. You feel me? But once you start getting away from that type of shit and being around positivity and people with morals and values and all that other shit don't really be mattering. You feel me? Like I said, like I get dressed, don't get me wrong, but I don't get dressed like I used to, like every day. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was a young nigga, I'm trying to be fly every day. I can't run into a nigga without, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think of me a certain way. Now I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm jumping out in, you know, like you said, coupe clothes or 9 times, like 5-6 days out of the week, you could catch me in like some comfortable, like gym attire type clothes. Like I'm not getting dressed. You ain't gonna see no real jewelry on me like that. But when I step out and I really step out, yeah, you might see jeweled up and, you know what I mean, nice clothes on and shit like that. But that's every blue moon. You know what I mean? And it's a time and place for it. Like I tell you, you know what I mean. So the places that I go, it's gonna be upscale and people dress like that though.
People dress.
It ain't gonna be just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going somewhere where everybody dipped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or I ain't the only nigga looking that way. You feel me? Like, you know, for the, like when you go to the gym, everybody got gym clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody look like you.
Right.
Not literally, but generally. You feel me?
Yeah. So
it's the same thing, man. When you go somewhere nice and you want to be dipped and shit, bruh, you gotta go somewhere where everybody look like you.
Everybody look like,
bruh. Go to like Vegas and Dre's and shit. You got niggas coming in jeweled up, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Dressed nice, getting the VIPs and, you know what I mean? Trying to pop out women or whatever it be when you go to Vegas and clubs and shit like that. Then you go to certain other places, everybody not looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like certain spots.
Right.
I should say. So like when you go to McDonald's, are you fresh to death when you go there? But when you go to Roof Chris or even or more upscale restaurant than Roof Chris, everybody in that motherfucker dressed the part. You feel me?
Everybody
you
is.
belong there.
Ain't letting everybody in, man.
And you know what shit costs too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The price is a little higher for certain shit. You got McDonald's down here and then you got Roof Chris and everything else up here. You feel me? And there's restaurants that cost way more than Roof Chris. You feel me? So the people that's in that motherfucker are of a like. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think like people like when you go to Root Chris or that's the only one I can really think of at the moment. But
You got Maestros.
yeah, Maestros or all these places.
STKs
Do you think going there, like let's say on your first encounter with someone, like your first date?
I'll never take a female that know real Chris off the first one.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like,
I don't care.
Is it about catching a vibe, or are we actually trying to get to know each other? What are we doing?
That's just me, bro. I just not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. You know even if I can afford it, I'm telling you, hey, you better go to the next dude because I ain't doing that shit.
First of all, we're gonna have a conversation on the phone first. First and foremost, it's gonna be a phone conversation to see what we gonna do for the first time.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we might not even, like I said, for me, I've been in a relationship for 10 years and married, so nowadays I'll be seeing the shit and I'm like, damn, I don't know how that will even work for me. Like I said, so for me, if I was to start back over and seeing some of the shit that be going on, I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got my own. Once again, just go back to having your own. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Like, I take your ass to Five Guys or something. You feel me? Like, we'll go to a burger joint or a pizza place before I take you there. Because that shouldn't matter.
That shouldn't matter.
You're supposed to be into me. I'm supposed to be into you.
Exactly.
Like, what is me taking you somewhere high end or whatever and spending $300-$400 on a day got to do with us meeting each other?
That show that person, he or she don't really like you. That's what that show.
To me,
if I gotta take you to this expensive ass restaurant as the first date, because that's what the man's supposed to do. That's what the man's supposed to do. Okay, as the man, I'm gonna go this way because you don't really fuck with me. If you fucked with me, nigga, you wouldn't care if we went through a stroll in the park.
I mean, that's all it takes to get to know each other, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's really getting to know. That's how you act genuine. Like, a first date has gone away from getting to know each other versus catching that little lustful vibe feeling. That's what a first date is now versus trying to actually get to know each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It should be weird.
I'm gonna be honest though, like that's nowadays though. Like I told you, remember I said
yes.
You know what I mean? Back in the day it was a little bit different. You know, back in the day it wasn't social media and stuff like that. So everybody didn't feel like it was so many of these options and upgrades. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everything is not an upgrade. Everything is not like what you see on the thing. Like I said, a lot of people be attracted with their eyes first. Physically, but then you know,
get to know them. You like, it don't
like for example, like take celebrities for example, right? You got like
Ruby Rose.
You got Ruby Roses. You got the Kim K's. Like everybody that be like, damn, bro, she's so raw. Woo woo.
You get to know her.
But look how many relationships they've been through too.
It shows celebrity relationships do not work.
You know what I'm saying? And then they with people that got money.
It's my fault, y'all. We had to. Camera be tripping, but he just said some real shit. Can you say what you just said again, bro?
Basically, so what I said was everybody has to follow at some point in time before you lead. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. Like being a follower don't make you
a bad thing or less of a person.
Less of a person or less of a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to follow in order to lead. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard the term where it's like they say. It's too many generals and not enough soldiers. You feel me? Because you got all these egos and everybody wanting to be a boss instead of just sitting back. You feel me? And
letting the actual boss, who's the boss for the moment, be him. Help him be who he is.
You think Michael Jordan was a leader all his life?
Oh, he had to follow somebody.
You feel me? LeBron James had to follow at some point in time.
He followed somebody. Now his team. Now he got his team in the right era. Hey, y'all go to school. Y'all do this. Y'all learn how. That way. It's not like I just gave you this shit because I'm LeBron James. Now, when I'm done hooping and we keep this shit going, y'all are in charge. And then y'all do exactly what I did. And then the cycle continues.
The cycle continues. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you have to follow at some point in time.
At some point
in order to be a leader. You know what I mean? And that just trickles down to anything that you do.
Anything.
Being a job, relationship, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? You got to be able to follow your wife.
All that, bro.
And she got to be able to follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, you know, just think, oh, I always was a leader. Nah.
It's like, even with this shit, I watch the Club Shay Shay shit all the time. I see how he got a team, got the cameraman, got all that shit. So I'm watching. I see how he got his guests. Nigga, I don't got no drinks, but he got his own little his own alcohol or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, fucking, I can't do that shit. I'll bring.
I drink water anyway.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying. I'm glad to hear you. I'm glad to hear you don't drink anyway.
Yeah,
I don't drink like that either. So I put some water up, put this right here, change up the scenery. Yeah, you know, you're learning. You follow what he did. It's the same thing. A YouTuber I watch Flight. He's a dude who does reactions. I saw how he went crazy in reactions. I'm like, damn, I react to shit every day. I watch something on my phone and I'm talking to a third person like somebody's around to hear me.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well just, that's what I'm saying. I might as well just record this shit
subconsciously.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And speaking of that, I know you watched the Super Bowl, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you saw the Usher and Alicia Keys thing.
Yeah.
Do you think? I don't think a man is insecure for not liking that if that's her man or if that's or his woman, but I do think you got to understand what entertainment kind of does come with. I'm kind of in the middle with it, but do you think a man is insecure for not liking that if that was his woman?
It all depends, man. Status, you know what I'm saying? Like
her man got some status.
So once again, they're in the entertainment business. So
that's what I said.
It's all entertainment, and all of that is just gonna bring them money.
It brings them money.
You know what I mean? It's bringing relevancy to Alicia Keys. It's bringing relevancy to Swiss Beats.
Usher.
Like, you know what I mean?
Super Bowl performance. I said that. I said you have to understand, because even in this recent Desi Banks interview with Club Shay Shay, like they talked about, do you women get upset? Your women get upset when you do skits with women, whatever. It's entertainment. Yeah. But another thing I said this in a breakdown that I already posted on YouTube. I said everybody can't. That little part brought them so much. Everybody's talking about it. It's getting so much. Everybody is getting so many views. Everybody is not like when Michael Jackson performed at the Super Bowl. I guarantee you, Michael Jackson is at a caliber where, nigga, he will blow up the whole area. His performance alone, his dance alone.
For sure.
Everybody can't do that. So they have to do something to get the audience intrigued. Usher, not saying Usher ain't a legend. He obviously is, but
definitely a legend.
They might have
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson can get the shit jumping, singing and dancing alone, lonesome by himself. Yeah. Usher might have to have did what he did. Alicia Keys and him might have to do what they did to get that.
Listen, my man, look. I mean, how many people really listen to Alicia Keys, bro? Before that.
I think that one song I had my mom she used to drive us to school. There was that one song she drove us to school in minivan days, elementary school.
That's crazy, bro. And you gotta
no one like that shit.
So, you know, it helped her career, it helped his. You feel me? And like I said, who was talking about Swiss Beats?
I'm gonna be so honest. I didn't know who her man. I didn't know who he was.
Come on, bro.
But he's obviously he's obviously somebody. But I didn't know who he was.
He hasn't been relevant though in this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it helped.
It helped.
If anything, you know what I'm saying? Now you know they could. You know, people making memes and all kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
That helps.
It helps their brand. It helps whatever it is they trying to do. You feel me?
That's why he was all like, y'all.
They're relevant.
That's why he said y'all pay attention to the wrong thing.
Thank you.
That's exactly why he said that.
This is it. They're entertainers, bro. Like y'all paying attention to the wrong shit, but thank you.
That's what I'm saying. All it did was it brought more comments, more impressions, more clicks. Because these niggas probably get paid for all this social media.
Think about the generation that they ain't really. You know what I mean? That ain't really listen to Alicia Keys like that though. And now they typing in Alicia Keys on Spotify, you feel me? And now they back playing her songs and you know what I mean? Or hearing some Swiss Beat songs or something now. They like, let me type him in Spotify and see who this cat is. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that as an old head, right? With younger artists. Like my daughter might tell me like, oh, you heard Rilo Rodriguez and shit, and I'm like, man, who the hell is that?
Little baby might not think.
Listen, I'm old, bruh. So he young and new to me, right? Like I
think he might. Hey, shit.
So I'm like, who is that? But I might pop him in and see what he talking about though. You feel me? And if he sound like he's slapping, you know what I mean? I might save him. I might save a song or two. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's a couple, you know, like See, when they told me about Lil Baby, one of my folks told me about Lil Baby a while ago, right? And I'm like, man, who's this nigga? Like, he was like, man, listen to him before he blew up, though, right? And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that shit, bro. Like, he sound the same, you feel me? Guess what? That nigga like one of my favorite young artists right now. That nigga tight, you feel me? Like,
it's certain people from back in the day that are still like Chris Brown. Will forever be Chris Brown will forever be artist, he'll forever be relevant music wise. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Chris Brown making shit right now.
It's certain niggas like, okay, this nigga's not relevant music, or he's just relevant because he's funny. Soulja Boy.
Oh, bitch.
He's funny. Yeah, he's funny. So
but, I mean, you know why people make him relevant? Because he plays the bad guy role.
Bro,
you feel me?
He
does shit that'll keep him in the media and people will keep talking about.
He's a smart man, bro. This nigga, I knew him when I seen some shit with him and Youngboy. I said, I know this nigga doing it on purpose.
Come on now.
He's doing, but it's not even just nigga got cologne, shoes, bobbleheads.
Because he's making money,
sodas,
views, bro.
I'm not like,
think about it.
He not relevant music wise.
Clickbait, bro, views.
All
Every
that
time I
shit.
keep sending that shit and they keep making views, I'm putting money in my pocket, bro. Like, bruh. It's views, bruh. That nigga told that story where he was like, man, I was in there and I shot the nigga.
Bruh, that whole story, bro.
Everybody like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, all right, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's told it like that on purpose, because then when he got on a different interview, he told I believe the story, because I could tell it really happened, because he wasn't talking like, well, the second interview, I don't know, that first one where it was comedy, but the second time he was all like he didn't like talking about it like that, because it was like he wasn't trying to kill nobody. He wasn't trying to do that. He just ended up doing it because it's like, nigga, they would have, like, I had to do it.
But the way it was told,
the first one,
it's hard to believe.
It was very hard to believe that first one. I'm not even gonna lie.
I get the fuck out of here. You feel me? But you know, whether it's true or not, the nigga know how to stay relevant though. You know what I'm saying? And that type of shit, you know, controversy sells, unfortunately. You feel me? Like, when you a controversial nigga and you doing weird shit like the little Blueface and Krishan situation, like, you know what I mean? That's some crazy shit, man. But they stay relevant, bro.
They're both weirdos. They're both weirdos, but that nigga Blueface is another smart dude.
Then both of them smart though, bro. Because you know what I mean? All that toxic shit is selling, man, and they getting views. They just getting views, bro. All that weird ass shit that people want to see, bro. Like all them bad girls and all them shows that's on TV that make, honestly, black people look stupid as shit.
It make us look so dumb, bro.
It sells, bro. It's making money, you feel me? And that's why I always like, I kid you not, I ask my wife this all the time, like, bro, why do you watch that, bro?
Oh, she watched that? Like, she got a Zeus account?
Like, she watches it, bro, on her phone. And I'm like, why do you watch that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, that shit is just drawing views and it's just, all it is I always say, y'all just nosy. Like, y'all like a nosy neighbor, bro. Like, y'all want to be in the know of what's going on in somebody else's problems. You feel me? And then the thing is, a lot of people take other people's problems and apply it to their shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like,
that's how it be, bro. I'm not gonna lie though, I did watch. This shit was lit. I gotta admit it. This the only one that was lit. What was it called? Marriage Boot Camp with Waka Flocka, Soulja Boy, and Tammy and all that. Yeah, it was 2019. I
seen a couple of them.
I watched all 10 of them bitches.
I seen a couple of episodes because, like I said, you know, I'll come in from work, my wife watching it. So
yeah, bro. Like,
I sit down and watch a couple of them, and I met Waka in person actually this summer at we was in Vegas at I forget what pool party it was. I got pictures with him and stuff. And he a cool person, bro. Like, he held it down to earth and. You know what I mean? Like,
funny, bro.
Cool, like, you know what I mean? Just a cool person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even like describe how, you know, like, he was just regular. It wasn't like, oh, I'm a celebrity type or I'm a rapper. Like, it wasn't.
He always, I see interviews. He always would say, bro, like, he appreciate what he has, but he don't be thinking like he bigger than what he is.
Yeah, and that's how he was.
It's a good thing, but I think it could be a bad thing too.
I mean, it can anything. Too much of anything can be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta realize
being too friendly or being, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get that. You know what I mean? I had the same like conversation with one of my nephews that's, you know, finna be going to school. He on my sweatshirt right here. Okay. He actually broke the running back record out here, dropped it best, right?
Okay.
And he about to go to college, and basically he was like, man, sorry, you know, like I don't be responding to you right away sometimes because I be getting so many text messages. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was like, you like a local celebrity. I said, wait till you get on that national television and you start playing. You feel me?
Start playing
and
with
then
this for real.
you now all these people start coming. I said, now you a celebrity and a role model, and you ain't gonna, you know what I mean?
Know how to apply it.
And so like when you start getting in that public eye, and for example, I'm kind of like a local celebrity in a sense for in like the car rail for me, and not talking like saying like I'm some famous person or nothing like that. I don't know hype like that, bro. I'm just saying like, for example, I could be places and you know, somebody came up to me. I think we was in Arizona, and then somebody was like, MJ, bro. I'm looking like, what's up with it? Like my wife like, you know him? I'm like,
hell nah.
I just like, man, I love how you put that car together, bro. Like that, motherfucker. And honestly, bro, that shit make me feel
that
good,
shit
bro.
is dope
because
I'm in a
that, bro.
different
like,
area, and nigga knew me.
Area, he looking like that means you follow me for the right shit though. Like you feel me? He's like, bro, like you know what I mean? That make me feel good when a nigga acknowledge my artwork. Like me putting together cars is my art. You feel me? Like for example, if somebody hella raw in sports or something, that's your art. You feel me? If you raw on the court and people talking about you, bro, that's your art, bro. Like you raw, like you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's your shit. If you know how to dress, bro, that's your shit. If you into fashion, you know what I'm saying? If you know how to draw or you know how to play baseball or golf, or that's your art, bro. Like that's your expression. That's who people know you by. You feel me? Like that's why I always tell you. Find something that you know that you good in. Like when you come to the gym, I done watched you hoop since you was a kid in there. You feel me? And develop.
Yeah.
Nigga, you better than 90% of niggas that come in there, bro.
Yeah.
So when I be telling you, don't be telling motherfuckers like letting motherfuckers tell you can't do this or you can't do that, nigga.
Right.
It's like you know what I mean. When we play on the same team, I be like, bro, eat, go. I be like, eat. You know what I mean? Get your rhythm, go. Like.
Bro, cause like when I was younger going there, like younger, way before I even met you, I lacked confidence. You know, Brandon used to even tell me about, nigga, you gotta get your confidence up, whatever. And I used to think they was actually better than me. And I'm like, Brandon was like, they're not better than you, they're just older than you, bro. They older than you.
That's it.
And you're dealing with, this is why and this is where I followed, and this is where I can lead at. I'll tell anybody, when you're at the gym playing as grown men and you're only 13 or 12, whatever the age you are, you got to understand one thing. And if you're not the guy on your team already, on your actual basketball team, you're dealing with you're trying to still play real basketball. When you go to a lot of gyms, you're not playing real basketball. These guys are used to not playing real basketball. So they think less. Some are actually decent.
Right.
But majority, they just think less than you do.
What?
There's no, oh, they getting taken out the game first. Anybody can come to the gym and shoot any shot. That's why you see me. You see, I still only shoot shots I work on. I don't shoot step. I don't work on that shit.
But guess what though? You know why though? Why like for example when we play in the gym, like I say, I tell people it's a totally different ball game when you playing in the gym.
You playing in the gym. You playing a real game.
A real game
it's
where you calling real screens and real plays, and you gotta get in 2-3 or 3-2 zones, and you feel me? Like a lot of people can't even play that type of basketball.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That's why when people go to the gym, it's like, oh, you don't even kill in here. Nigga, in here is not a real game. I'm not gonna come in here to miss shots. I'm not telling you I'm coming in here to miss shots. I'm trying to make every shot.
But the thing is, like in certain colleges too, though, like you got people, coaches too, that you know, like I said, I didn't play with everybody at every level. You feel me? Like I didn't play with people that played in the league. I didn't play with people I done played D1, JUCO. Shit, I still play with niggas in the gym that go to JUCOs, and I get picked up on the team. You feel me? So therefore, because I know how to play basketball, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, though, what it is that people.